Just getting the lighting right, everybody. It's feeling a little red. Vegas nights in a steer horn for my Cadillac. Technical wind, but Lord, I'm never going back. And LA by midnight is like music to my ears, though I'm only staying for a long year. Grass and alcohol and I fall to bed. And after again your words I read, stained glass pictures of a wild-eyed little boy standing tough on a train from Delacroix. My celebration is a long lost in LA. Lost in LA. Intoxicated, breathing in the sea. People having yard sales out in the street. Credit cards, rental cars, and a brand new Chevrolet. I lost two friends riding along the way. My celebration is a long-winded thing. Wouldn't have it any other way. Lost in LA. Lost in LA. Little greeting from a seasoned witch. Now you ain't ever gonna rest. Wrecking ball Degradation is a long-winded thing. I wouldn't have it any other way. Lost in LA. Lost in LA. Lost in LA. Lost in LA. Lost in a baggage freight on a train heading north. Tomorrow morning I'll be dead or screaming on your porch. Montana, I feel your soul. Little kitty by my side is teasing with a mouse. See the rockets flying by and the sun just won't go down. Montana, I need you now. Montana, 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 I need you now. It's about late at night, my head pounds through the day. Sing the next one to your health and hope to God you let me stay. Montana, baby, I love your way. Little dog just learned to bark and I thought it was a law. Last place I need to be is up against the wall. Montana, baby, don't let me fall. Montana, 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 baby, don't let me fall. My train is pulling up and it's laying on the brakes. Your train is pulling out, I can see it on your face. Montana, she let me at the gate. Montana, 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 she let me at the gate. Montana, Montana, she let me at the gate. Montana, Montana, I hate this place. That's a Dirty Bird song. Tony, I thought you would like this shirt. It's my tribute to Minneapolis. Said I was gonna do it, so I'm gonna play some of my own tunes here. Lucky you all. Hi, Mom. How you doing? Speaking of Minneapolis, I wrote this in Minneapolis. My beautiful wife Sarah has given me a few lines in songs, and this is one of my favorites. When we were living in Minneapolis, we lived about 5 to 7 blocks from where Sarah worked. And one morning it was, with the wind chill, it was negative 37 degrees, and it was fucking freezing. And I offered to drive her to work, and she said, no, I want to do it. And she did it. And then she called me later and said I was coming to pick her up. And one of the first things she said to me when I picked her up was, I felt like I was baptized in ice. So that was the name of the record, and then pretty cool line in this song. So thanks, Sarah. And I stole the riff from a Bloodkin song, so one of my favorite Bloodkin songs. I've seen it last forever talking on your cell phone. Your face is like a moment in time. Your love is gonna bring me home. And the television's turned off to a Minneapolis skyline. Looking for a new job. Take us back to our old life. Destination anywhere. When I bring my face to your lips, righteous inquisition of what was original sin, and my soul survived. That night you made me leave eternal suffering. Before we got together, long before our song, a scene was written in a fairy tale. The scene was etched in stone. It's what transpired. And no one's better off dead or living on gasoline. ripped that shit off from Bloodkin. Howdy, everybody. My name's Eric. I sure do appreciate you all hanging out and listening. If you are so inclined to tip this evening, a good part of it, almost all of it, in fact, last week went to the NAACP, and probably the same will go for this week, to be perfectly honest. So. Maybe a musician or two in town also. So because I've been drinking too much beer in quarantine, I've put on a couple of pounds, so I was on a bike ride today. Listening to the first Warren Zevon record, because that's what people do on bike rides. They listen to some of the most depressing music you can find. And I remembered that I absolutely adore this song. And everybody's restless, and they got no place to go. But someone's always trying to tell them something they already know. So their anger and resentment flow. Don't it make you wanna rock and roll all night long? Mohammed's radio. I heard somebody singing sweet and soulful on the radio, Mohammed's radio. You know the sheriff, he's got his problems too. He will surely take them out on you. In walks a village idiot, his face is all aglow. He's been up all night listening to Mohammed's radio. Don't you think you wanna rock and roll all night long? Mohammed's radio. I heard somebody singing sweet and soulful on the radio, Mohammed's radio. Everybody's desperate, trying to make ends meet. They work all day, I still can't pay the price of gasoline and meat. Alas, their lives are incomplete. Don't it make you wanna rock and roll all night long? Mohammed's radio. Heard somebody singing sweet and soulful on the radio, Mohammed's radio. And you've been up all night listening for his drum, hoping that the righteous might come. I heard the general whispering to his aide de camp, watch Mohammed's radio. My body's singing sweet and soulful on the radio, Mohammed's radio. On the radio, Mohammed's radio. On the radio, Mohammed's radio. It's a Warren Zevon song. Might be my favorite Warren Zevon song. So my friend Danny is he's trying to play all his songs, which are like 500 fucking songs, and he's doing a pretty damn good job at it. I think he's up to probably 80, something like that, in a few weeks, and so that's what's given me the push to play some more of my songs. So again, lucky you. You're here for it, unfortunately. Not necessarily the happiest bunch of songs in the world, but here you go. This is an old Dirty Bird song. Left to die outside of jail. The needle feather in a road. The needle's writing a New Testament. The rope and feather stay together through thick and thin. Never get another pill in time. No good when you're face to face with Jesus. Swollen book behind the door, telling stories of a general and a church in war, never telling what the cross and guns are for. Maria comes into my bedroom. Left my side, washed on the Carolina beach. She tore me down. Was born on the 4th of July, giving thanks on the 4th of July. Liberal powerhouse remains. No telling if the past would ever do its from street to street. One more time, baby, for posterity. He was born on the 4th of July. We're giving thanks on the 4th of July. It's an old Dirty Bird song. All right. So basically, if you make it through these 2 songs, I'll give you a little land yap at the end. Something you might actually like. I'll get to Sugar Tooth, Todd, don't you worry. Do some songs and then I'll drop D though. I wrote this one so long ago, I don't know when it was. I think it was 2004. And I surely, not that I am today, but I surely was not a very good songwriter back in 2004. For every 10 songs I wrote, I kept one. You know, it might even be more like 15. But I ran across this song today and decided, why the fuck not? I'm gonna play it. It's called Heartbeat. Run through every hole, feel my weight and go. I constantly believe amusement's at my door. I'm laughing when I fall down to my knees. Tapping when I walk, hearing every song that whistles through the trees. I'm buried in my soul, feel it when I talk, it sets my mind at ease. ones they stole doesn't make them free. Confusion on the road, find which way to go, makes me wanna scream. Trade my eyes for more, pounding on the floor. I play for you and me. Life that I adore, feelings I will draw, color what I see. Breathing fast, it's gonna last. It's gonna run through your dreams. But you're feeling low, that's why you're breathing slow. You need more love in your seat. Lay it on the table endlessly. Put my faith in your sweet heartbeat. Lay it on the table endlessly. I put my faith in your sweet heartbeat. So old it's new. This one here is off a album I did called Denver and Dream. It's the first song. For those of you counting at home, I'm in drop D, capoed on the 2nd fret, which makes it dropped E. Natalie, I thought you were here earlier. I played Mo a song. It was called Mohammed's Radio. Sorry, you didn't hear it. So I wrote this song. Give me a chance to drink here. Sitting in Tori and Diana's old house on Vrain Street. Actually, I guess it was on 46th Street, 46 and Vrain. And Tori's got this old guitar. It's an old Takamine, however you say it. And the action's so high that it's basically unplayable unless you put a capo on it. And so I put it in drop D, or it was in drop D, and I put a capo on it and wrote this song. It's called Barroom Glory. Listening for hours to old ass Coltrane records, dusting off memories, washing that old 45. Making a song out of an old guitar. Since I last seen you, it's been way too long. All I got is this cold, dark night. fishing through boxes, I found an old guitar pedal. It's a small stone and I plugged it in and turned it on. Taking me back to some old Willie Nelson. And I had a dream I performed for the devil. I woke up to a cold, blurry dawn. Ballroom glory and answers to some of life's questions. Stood before Jesus as judge and a jury to guide. No more cigarettes, I've gone for 20 years. I made it past all the scratching and tears. I send a letter home and don't forget to call. Picnic, sit on the ledge while we eat. We're taking a shot that we'd be packed and gone by the spring. We're drinking some whiskey that you left behind. We're drinking her on her great-granddaughter cried. Go on and rest out here, the angels say. Ballroom glory and answers to some of life's questions. Stood before Jesus as judge and a jury to guide. No more methadone, I'm gone for 20 years. I made it past all the scratching and tears. I send a letter home and don't forget to call. Sanctify poor man and prop up a whore on the street. A tunnel for rats or a garden to live with the sin. Sentence yourself to life with no parole, begging to die or to buy back your soul. Pour me a cold beer to the bitter end. Ballroom glory and answers to some of life's questions. Stood before Jesus like I said, if you made it through that, I was going to play you something nice. Barkentine, everybody. It's a brewery that opened up 12 days before the lockdown and quarantine started right here in Edgewater, and it's delicious fucking beer. And so I sat on the patio. Sarah and I sat on the patio the other day. It was wonderful. Drank some beers, got some to-goes. Dr. Paz up in this motherfucker. I think this is a Warren Haynes song. Stares like a statue. You turn the corner, I'll be the one that follows you downtown. When you finally notice me, I'll be the one fumbling with this feeling. To anything and everyone else around. Girl, when we meet, I'll be the one who showers you with attention. Doesn't need redemption. Yeah, drive me away, and I'll come back again and again and again. And I'll be the rain you want me to be, help you grow with your guarantee. True, don't use me up, 'cause I'll be the one who used to worship you. When it fills your world, and I'll be the one who knows what you're thinking. When passions burn like fire, crazy in the night. And I'll be the rain if you want me to be. Help you grow with your guarantee. Even be the clown, sad but true. But don't use me up, 'cause I'll be the one who used to worship you. It's a Warren Haynes song, everybody. Look at that prominently placed Barkentine beer. I should get a sponsorship. I swear I'll try and be happier after this one. But I remember this clear as day. Eric Carter and I were in Danny and Christie's living room watching Hunter Thompson videos, hammered, and some really cool stuff. And I think I was leaving the next day or something like that, and I came home and I wrote this song. It's called Hunter. It started off a record I put out called Lonely Sacrifice. So again, this song's about Hunter Thompson. And I may be putting words in his mouth. In the seeds of self-destruction, writing letters all the time, feeling awful that my time has come and gone by. Tracking cameras flashing down the road, seasons ain't about to change. Taking acid till my head explodes and I feel safe. Disappoint, I'm leading by example. Do what's right, always make your bed. When they cross the line, you have the right to stop them. We're ready to die, take your grave. And that was a song I wrote because of Eric Carter, so I'm going to play you a song I wrote with Eric Carter. This here's called Heartbreak Kid. Heartbreak Kid found himself a seat at the bar. It was 11 in the morning, so it wasn't very hard. He was wondering to himself, how do people meet in this world? A man and a woman, oh, a boy and a girl. The jukebox was playing, love is a losing game. Outside it started to rain. Things you see in this world that'll break your heart. The way beautiful things all get torn apart. Well, sometimes it's real until it's not. What is love? I forgot. Well, sometimes it's real until it ain't. My heart needs a new coat of paint. Got a name tattooed right there on her breast. Says when I'm with him, that's when I'm at my best. Eyes to say so many different things, showing the sorrow and heartbreak that he brings. Sometimes it's real till it's not. What is love? I forgot. Well, sometimes it's real until it ain't. What is love? My new coat of paint. Outside in the alley, the wedding dress was found, stuffed into the trash with nobody around. Laying in the grass was a black bouquet. Where's that girl that threw them things away? Well, sometimes it's real until it's not. What is love? I forgot. Well, sometimes it's real until it ain't. My heart needs a new coat of paint. Wrote that with Eric Carter. So folks, I don't know if you know this, but these tips, if you are so inclined to tip, are going to the NAACP, and I'm trying to fight one of them, a good fight. Played this one a bunch lately, but I dig it. It's new. Stole this from or it started from, actually, I came across the line "Beautiful Death" somewhere and thought that was just kind of cool, you know. And I kept that. And years later, we went into quarantine, and that, you know, changed a lot of things. And the day that, you know, the good songwriter John Prine died, my friend Carl wrote just a couple of lines about a storm that had passed through Maryland that evening, or that night, in the middle of the night. Woke up the next day, and he'd written this text group that we have. And so I started this song, and kind of used that beautiful death line. And, you know, I don't know if John's death was beautiful, but it's better than singing the line tragic. And he had a beautiful life. Woke me up, the wind had howled. Deep applause from a thundercloud. Face down in a puddle, and I got faith and it's subtle. And I got faith in a losing hand. But thank the Lord that I ain't dead yet. Life or death, some memories, far away from society, far away from society. Suffering for your glory, me and you against an army of bartenders and drug dealers, sharpshooters, faith healers, sharpshooting faith healers. My tombstone read, my beautiful death. Right below your name, carved with your sweat. take you home. Paradise and lost revenue, so I'm calling in a favor, singing songs that spoke you. Made us all feel safe. Tombstone read my beautiful dead, right below your name carved with your sweat. 100,000,000 angels, 5 breathing and coming to take you home. It's an Eric Martinez song. So, with the warmer weather here in Colorado, we've been opening up the windows, and our cat has been bugging out. And what we found is that she's bugging out on another cat that has been coming to our house. And she started out on the side of the house, on the fence, and now she's coming to the front on the porch. And last night, the two cats had a altercation, but there was a piece of glass in between them, the storm door, and they made some fucking crazy ass noises, and did the crazy treadmill trying to kill each other shit. And so Sarah just sent me a picture of our cat sitting at the front door waiting for the other cat to come. Our cat's name is Ruthie. She's a big black cat. And this cat that's coming to our house is a much bigger cat. And it's gray and white. And Sarah and I named her Ursula after the wicked witch octopus thing from The Little Mermaid. It is love, Eric, but in a very crazy way. I guess when cats fuck, they make some crazy noises. So, maybe it is love. Sorry, Meg, I'm a low talker. I have a very low voice. So I played everything I want to play. If you all have any requests, I'd be more than happy to try them. Yes, Ursula is a girl. But she might want some Ruthie Booty too. You never know. So this song has absolutely nothing to do with cats. But a friend who I put a song out on a compilation she did earlier this year was out singing songs in the middle of the protests in Detroit. And the title of her post where she posted the video was The Death of the American Dream. And I wrote a song a long time ago called Death of the American Dream. So here we go. Sorry, babe, this ain't a very happy set. I would be remiss if I didn't say that I wrote this song on an airplane. We had already begun the descent, so it's about a half-hour till landing. I was going into Atlanta, Georgia, doing a Blood Kin tour. I wrote this shit on a magazine on the plane, and I took the magazine. Death of the American dream opens thick metal doors, the soldier out. Run the streets of madness and overturn newsrooms where stories found. Bazaars of drugs and teams of dogs craving heroin, T-bones and locking on doors. Sending kids and starlets to the catacombs of silence. Silence of brotherhood, the silence of fate. The silence mask where the country needs. The malls are crawling with the skulls of dead democracy. Guaranteed positive for the brainwashed little girls executed over time for following footsteps. Somalia's coast proves the industry is true. Pirates off 17th Street proves the dollar still counts. Died on the coast of Colfax, chewed and spit on a Broad Street Athens. Standing waiting to see the rain and steel burn down the asphalt. Crazy, getting all the facts wrong. Turn a plastic eye and try not to see the death of the American dream. dies and gives way to attackers on a hill. Staying in a blue ribbon skin, think on a girl who stole my heart. We're singing prayers out of tune, a soldier's joy, an ode to joy. Oh, white men sleeping comfortable in a bed, sons of friends trashing the trees and dead, taking their ricks from enemies and state of grace doesn't exist for them. But the state of security's even less than talked about. Talking to death, beating a horse and Humvee. Seeing vacant developments filled with fish. They have no mortgage to pay, no risk patterns to swim. Turn a plastic guy and try not to see the death of the American dream. Turn a plastic guy and try not to see the death of the American dream. Turn a plastic guy and try not to see the death of the American dream. 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 Sorry, I'm trying to find a song for some friends here. Happy anniversary, Mr. and Mrs. Bolton. Time has come for us to pause and think of living as it was. Into the future we must cross. I'd like to go with you, and I'd like to go. You say I'm harder than a wall, a marble shaft about to fall, and I love you dearer than them all, and I'd like to stay with you. I'd like to stay with you. And when you walked into the day, skies of blue had turned to gray. Well, I might not have been clear to say I never looked away, and I never looked away. Oh, I'm feeling you inside. My love is rolling with the tide. And I like to see me open right, going alone with you, going alone with you. Borrowed from ourselves, can't stay within the vaulted well. When living turns into a lender's will, I'd like to stay with you, and I'd like to stay with you. It's a Jorma Kakinen song. Sarah and I just had our anniversary in quarantine also, and it was lovely. We had a wonderful day, and ate some good food, had some good drinks, and it was a blast. Another Barkentine beer. What about Mom? What do you want to hear, Mom? I'm sure it's something I don't know. Definitely not. Sorry. St. Alice's Restaurant, Mom, but this is an old Frankie Valli song. And I saw my problems and I see the light. We got the loving thing, we gotta feed it right. There ain't no danger, we can take it too far. Stop believing now, we can be who we are. This is the word. They think our love is like a growing pain. Don't you understand? It's just a crying shame. It's a lie and only real is real. Fire right now, you can be what you feel. Grease is word, word is the word. It's got groove, it's got meaning. Grease is a time, is a place, is a motion. Grease This is word is the word you heard. It's got groove, it's got meaning. Grease is a time, is a place, is the motion. Grease is the way we are feeling. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm a low talker. I don't have a sound guy to turn up my vocals when I'm talking. So my friend Shorty earlier asked if I would play my favorite song. And I don't think he knows what my favorite song is, but currently, and for a long time now, my favorite song has been a song by Vic Chestnut called Isadora Duncan. And it's it's just a fucking great song, and so here it is. And if you don't know who Vic Chestnut is a songwriter from Athens, Georgia. This is the first song off. I think it's his first record. I might be mistaken on that, but it's off a record called Little, and it's a heck of a song, a heck of a record. And here's my little version of it. Had a dream I was dancing with Isadora Duncan in a silver cafe. It was a cafe that was not at all near here. She was meant to diversify. I said I should do the same. So I told her how her mind was occupied, and her hot coffee was cold by then as snow. And she sang, my smile is more than pearly white, and my dreams, they are more than you. She sang, my yellow eyes are more than mirrors, and my scar more than blue. And she sang, I can't believe you own this attitude. I can't believe, and I can't believe you own this attitude. Directions paper book. Streams, there's no shelter in the yard. She's been crying all day, and her eyes, they were brighter than the moon. And she sang, my smile is more than pearly white, and my dreams, they are more than you. She sang, my yellow eyes are more than mirrors, and my scar, more than blue. And she sang, I can't believe you own this attitude. I can't believe, and I can't believe you own this attitude. I can't believe, and I can't believe you own this attitude. And I can't believe you own this attitude. It's a Vic Chestnut song. Well, I sure do appreciate y'all listening. Let me do one more for you. This here's called Off to the Races. Off to the races, drunk on the main stage. Got no time to waste in another man's head. Off to the races, drunk on the main stage. Got no time to waste in another man's head. Fire, water, and acid bombs. Still alone, I'm talking to God. Still another Mardi Gras song today. Human nature's never enough. Fuck your guns and fuck your cars. Build it up and we'll tear down your wall again. Out to the races, drunk on the main stage. Got no time to waste in another man's head. Off to the races, drunk on the main stage. Got no time to waste in another man's head. Soldier of love in a rock and roll army. The clouds below this part of our story. This in a total disarmament again. The sun goes up and we're left in the dark. Climate crisis just to drive our cars. And then we'll hit the bar again. We're off to the races, drunk on the main stage. Got no time to waste in another man's head. We're off to the races, drunk on the main stage. Got no time to waste in another man's head. We're off to the races, we're drunk on the main stage. Got no time to waste in another man's head. Off to the races, we're drunk on the main stage. Got no time to waste in another man's head. My name's Eric Martinez, you all. Thank you very much for listening. We'll see you next